Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Orange County, season 17, episode 11. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So before we get into the show, I wanted to show you something that I look forward to every morning when I go out on my morning walks. There are these cute little girls up the street and they love chalk. So they are always drawing something beautiful on the ground and I just love it. Who doesn't love this? How cute is this? Have a great day. These little kids on my block are too damn cute. I just love them. I mean, take a look at my stroll. We've got a butterfly, a rainbow, some beautiful flowers, a balloon, a face, and some more balloons. They are so cute. It's adorable, right? They are so cute. Every morning there's a different little drawing out there that really just makes my heart smile. These kids are so cute. All right, so on to the show. So this episode starts out with Shannon and John. You know, Shannon is crying. She's telling John what's going on. You know, she feels betrayed. She feels hurt. She wants to know why these girls just won't leave her alone. John is saying, oh my gosh, they need to shut the F up. Here's the thing. Something is clearly wrong with John and Shannon. We have all seen it. There was the season where they were both drinking way too daggone much. You know, then we heard the whispering of him acting a fool and showing out at the golf course and getting put out because of his drinking. We seen Shannon and John look like total drunks. And John always seems as if he's really just not that interested in Shannon. You know, then finding out that he doesn't sleep over at her place. She doesn't sleep over at his place. John's children don't like Shannon. You know, it's not a good connection. I do realize that Shannon was lonely. She had gone through a terrible divorce. Her husband had moved on to a younger lady, had a new baby. I get that. We all want love. We all want affection. No one loves to just be alone 24/7, even though I do like to be by myself. Anyway, this is not about me. I understand it. I get it. But you don't have to take just anybody. You know, it's given Brooks. It's given Steve. You know what I mean? Let it go. Let it go and leave us alone. So Emily in this Innocent Project thing, let me just tell you, I am here for it. Now, you know, most times Emily irritates me. She really does. But when they show her in her element, when they show her doing her legal stuff, I'm here for it. I love this Innocence Projects. I love all of them because, you know, there's several ones throughout America that work together. There's ones, you know, in other countries as well, but I appreciate the work that they are putting in. And I really, you know, it drives me to tears to see these people free, what they have gone through, how their lives have been destroyed. And the first one that they introduced us to in this episode was Kim. Kim was accused of murder, even though they had no evidence. All they had was a witness who clearly was lying. It turns out that her whole life was uprooted. She was taken away from her children. She lost her nursing career and she spent quite some time in jail. Well, now that she has been proven innocent, she's out of jail, but the nursing board will not give her license back because they don't know if she's been rehabilitated. Rehabilitated from what? Rehabilitated from the torture and the trauma that I have gone through by going through our whack-ass legal system and then ended up in jail for a crime I did not commit? Okay, you might be right. I may not have dealt with that trauma. I'm just saying, come the hell on. So now she's back out in the free world. She's regaining her footing and she's going to school to be an EMT. Some of those lawyers at the Innocent Project need to try to help her be able to get her license back. This woman should be able to be a nurse and save lives, even though I'm pretty sure she would save quite a few lives as an EMT as well. I'm wishing her the very best. Gina has decided that she's not going to go to Shannon's Fiesta that she's having on Taco Tuesday because She didn't appreciate the way Shannon yelled at her at Jen and Tamara's party, and she doesn't really think that Shannon wants her to be there anyway. Personally, I don't think Shannon really wanted Gina to be there either, and I think that it was a good idea not to go. Shannon was having some sort of crazy meltdown this episode, and everybody knows I love me some Shannon Storms Bedore, but Shannon was working my good nerve this episode. She really was. Heather calls Gina and she says, she doesn't know if she wants to go either. She wants to just go and have a conversation with Shannon before the party, before she makes her decision, because, she does have other plans. There's other things that she could be doing besides, having tacos with Shannon all the way down in Huntington Beach. So she goes to see Shannon so they can, try to talk this out. Now, the thing is I don't understand why Shannon doesn't realize that it is Tamara who is in the center of all of this. Tamara, Gina, and Emily are the ones who brought it on camera. All of this stuff that Shannon told these ladies, she did not tell them on camera, but Tamara, Gina, and Emily are the ones who brought it on camera. Nobody has had a one-on-one conversation with Heather where Heather has been on camera and revealed all of Shannon and John Jansen's deep, dark secrets. But Shannon wants to put it right at Heather's feet. Heather is the villain here. No. The real villain here is Shannon. Shannon, if you don't want people to know what's going on in your relationship, don't tell people. Okay? Keep your damn mouth shut if you don't want people to know what's going on in your relationship. So Heather decides she's going to drive herself all the way out to Huntington Beach. Okay, she made it known that she's going to be trekking all the way out to Huntington Beach. And of course, Heather, she wasn't here for the fake and phony. Enough with the pleasantries. Let's just get into it. Shannon has the nerve to tell her that she's affecting her whole damn relationship. She's affecting her life. Her and John, they're in a perfectly normal relationship. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, you're not. If you're paying for everything, you're not staying at his house. He's not staying at your house. His children don't like you. Your kids seem to be on the fence about John. John just wants to be famous. No, ma'am. That is not just a regular, normal relationship. And the both of you drink too much. I'm just saying, y'all's relationship has problems. Quit acting as if you and John Jansen are perfect. Cut the shit. And again, I have to agree with Tamara, Emily, Gina, and Heather. Shannon gets drunk off the goose, because she loves Grey Goose with a little twist. Her and the goose gets a little too damn loose. And then she picks up her phone and decides to call all the ladies. Oh, God, John Jansen called me fat. John Jansen's kids don't like me. John Jansen never opens up his wallet. John Jansen, listen, okay? If you don't want people to know that, stop calling people when you're drunk. I agree with Emily. When Emily makes that comment about people who have DUI charges, they have to breathe into that machine that's connected to the starter of their car. Listen, I am not going to say who I know who had one of those. They are a family member, and I love him dearly. To the last day of my life, I'm going to love this man dearly. But he used to have one, a family member. And he used to just have his girlfriend blow into it. Now, see, that makes me think of another thing. Like, girl, why would you blow into it for him? You're in the car with this dude who's not supposed to be driving drunk. Instead of blowing into it for him, why didn't you just drive y'all home? Anyway, this is not about my family. When Emily makes the comment that Shannon needs one of them breathing things on her cell phone, that is the truth. Girl, breathe into the phone. If you are drunk, no ma'am, it should have a sign that pops up on the phone that says too drunk to make calls, too drunk to text, have 2 glasses of water and go to bed. That's what it should say. Go on to bed, girl. So Shannon, in the middle of this conversation, she decides to play victim. She storms off. Shannon storms off like nobody's business. Bedore, dropping her microphone. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm out. I'm done. And here's the thing. Ma'am, where the hell are you going? Isn't this your party? You're supposed to be here to set this thing up all the way out in Huntington Beach. What Senor Noodles is coming. You can't just storm off. You've got to finish putting up all this Fiesta stuff. I mean, nobody storms off like this woman. This is ridiculous. This is a problem that you created, but you want to blame everybody else but yourself. If you would shut those lips and put down the drink, none of this would be happening. Okay, so then we go to Jen, who is, slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite housewife additions. I mean, I like this lady. We have had some true duds, on the Real Housewives of OC, but not this one. Okay, the worst was Bronwyn. Oh my God, that woman was too damn much. But you know what? I really like Jen. It's something about her. Her scenes and everything just come off so natural. And she just seems so at ease in all of her scenes. And I really do enjoy the scenes of her at home with her children. Now, I do have to say that this conversation with Dominic, even though the conversation warmed my heart, I still thought that this was a conversation to have privately. I didn't think that this was for TV consumption. I love her relationship with him. And you can tell that it is her business. And you can tell that she makes it her business, her job, her passion to let him know how much that she loves him, how he is everything to her and their family, that they are his forever family, that he is her child no matter what. And I love that. I also love that she's open to him meeting his bio mom. I love that she told him that, he looks just like his bio mom. I'm here for that. But I just think that all of this should not be on TV. That's just my opinion. Seeing her and the kids and the tiny little kittens, bottle feeding those tiny kittens. I mean, that was so cute. It was so cute, so adorable. I just like this family. I really do. I think that whoever cast her at Bravo, they did a really good job. All right, so Fancy Pants Heather Dubrow. I love this woman. I really do. She, a lot of times I don't like her, but this season I'm team Heather Dubrow 100%. And she is giving housewife goodness, okay? She is coming through. She has sold their house for $55 million and purchased a new $14 million penthouse in LA with an amazing view that was designed by Roberto Cavalli or Robert Cavalli. I don't know. They too rich. I don't have anything by that man. They too rich for me. My house was designed by myself and paint by Benjamin Moore. That's all I get. Anyway, moving on, because this is not about me. Shannon then gets all upset and says that she just can't believe that Heather's not going to come to her fiesta. Why the hell would Heather want to come to your fiesta? This woman came all the way down to the Huntington Beach to have a conversation with you face to face, woman to woman, and you acted like a child, screaming and hollering, I won't, I'm done. Girl, please, this woman has other things to do. She's got 2 places in escrow. Okay, she's got to pack up her place in 3 weeks and find a rental home for when the kids are home from break. There's not enough room in that penthouse. $14 million penthouse and not enough room for all the kids. No, ma'am. I'm just saying, we've got to have room for all the kids when they come home to visit. What are we going to do? Rent a place every time they come home to visit? Anyway, moving on. So then Emily calls her and tries to explain what's going on. Emily says, I want to hash all this out before the party. Even though she's got her Innocent Project gala, she's still going to try to jump right in the car, drive all the way down to Huntington Beach, to be with Shannon and all the rest of the girls and sing Your Noodles. But she wants to work all of this out first. Listen, y'all know that I'm normally not team Emily, but Emily is on point. Emily is on point with this call. Emily is letting her know that she is really tired of the bullshit. She is tired. You could tell that Emily had it, that this was real, true, 100% honest emotion. Her hand started shaking as she's holding this cell phone, trying to have this FaceTime with Shannon. And she tells Shannon, listen, none of us would know any of this stuff if you didn't get so wasted that you are telling us all this information about John. Not only that, Emily tells her, you are on a reality show. If you tell us stuff,
We're going to talk about it. This is a reality show. What did you think? We are supposed to be sharing our reality, which is all facts. All facts. And this is what they get paid for. If you don't come on this show and start some drama, tell somebody's business, cause as many problems as you could possibly cause in one season, they may not let you come back. And then that stops your check. You know what I mean? This is their job. We are here to cause problems. And you know what? I would make a horrible housewife because I am always trying to squash problems, not start the problem. I'm just saying they'd throw me the hell up out. I'd be a one season housewife. No, ma'am, I'm not here to fight with you, but I will end a fight with you quickly. Let's just hope you don't get popped, because sometimes I don't know how to act. Anyway, listen, Emily trying to hang up on that FaceTime is so real. It's so me. There has been so many times I have been on a FaceTime with somebody like my ex, and I really just wanted to hang up in his face, but I can't work the damn FaceTime. How do you hang it up? I'm pushing on the red X. It's still not working. You know, I've done that with my son before where he has said, Mom, just hang up. I don't know how. I mean, you just get frustrated. Emily, I'm team Emily for this. And, you know, Emily and Shannon breaking the fourth wall to talk to the producers was so ridiculous. Shannon is screaming and hollering, I can't do this. I can't do this. Don't air this. Don't air this. And it's still being aired. I said, would you shut the hell up? Emily talking to them about how she is sick of this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde that Shannon is trying to do. You know what, Shannon, I'm sick of you. Girl, if you don't go somewhere, sit down, shut the hell up. Okay, and put down the tequila and the goose. I did see online this weekend that Shannon's daughters have gone off to college. And I did cry a little because I understand the feeling when your kids go off to school, how much you are going to miss them. And one of her daughters went off to college in New York. The other one went off to college in Paris. And the tears that I had, and it was mostly because she had posted a video of the daughter leaving for New York, and the twins were at the airport and they were hugging goodbye and they were crying. And one of the twins was telling Shannon not to film it. Shannon continued to film it, and I thought, they're crying. They're asking you not to film. Put that damn camera down. But she continued to film it. And then the other one was crying. And so Shannon is there now, just her and Archie. I'm wishing them all the best. And Emily introduces us to a lady named Marilyn, who was convicted of 2 murders that she did not commit. The woman ended up on death row. Speaking of death row, are any of you watching that show, Women on Death Row? I watched that. Anyway, that's an interesting show. So anyway, the girl said that she was able to get off of death row and out of prison when the real person who committed the murder felt guilty and confessed to her crime. So the governor commuted her sentence. I said, there's no way in hell. I don't want my sentence commuted by the governor. I want you to say in open court that I am innocent. And then I'm taking all of you to courts. I'm suing the dog shit out of everybody. The police department, the detectives, the state, the jail system, everybody. Everybody's going to court. I mean, seriously, just uprooted this woman's life and convicted her of 2 murders that she didn't even commit. We also got to see Terrell this season. Remember, we saw him last season. He has gotten a new bill put forth into law, which is great. He is working with the Innocent Project. He has a daughter. He is living his life. He is making the best of it, and he is trying to help others. I am really excited for this Innocent Project. I'm happy for all these innocent people that are being set free, and I hope that they continue to work. And I love this charity. I love that they are promoting it on the show a lot more than Homeless but Not Toothless. So Shannon is at her party. She is devastated, okay, that 3 couples are not coming. You know what? These are 3 couples that just don't want to be part of your bullshit. I don't blame them at all. Tamara, Miss I'm Not Doing Tequila Anymore, shows up. First thing she does, I'm just going to have, just one. The next thing you know, they're all sitting at the table having shot after shot after shot. I said, not John Jansen, not Tamra, not, y'all do not need to be having drinks. No shots after shots. I'm just saying. Eddie, asking too many daggone questions, asked John Jansen if he was seeing or effing other girls, and Ryan, oh, Mr. Out of Place Dick Pic, stands up and says, hey, that's my job. Listen, sit on down. Sit on down. Jen was nice enough to apologize to Shannon. She tells Shannon that she's sorry for everything she's going through regarding her relationship. She knows how hard it is when the whole group gets together and they just decide to start talking about your relationship. And she tells her, you know, in her confessional, she says, if there's something you're hiding, don't hide it from this group. No, ma'am. If there's something that you don't want this group to know, don't tell them. Okay, you're not entitled to every aspect of this woman's life. You really are not. There are some things that should be private, especially when you know that you can't trust everybody. Taylor makes some kind of comment. She would like to know who in this group she can trust. Tamara says, well, it's clear it's the people sitting right here. Yeah, the people sitting right there minus Tamara. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So the night just gets crazy. You know, Shannon starts bringing up the time that she helped Gina get an attorney. That one time when Gina had the DUI situation and Shannon gave her an attorney's phone number. That's what Shannon did for Gina. She gave her this attorney's phone number. She starts talking about how Gina could have lost her kids to CPS had she not gave her this guy's number. This guy got her out of trouble. Shannon, I am always team Shannon, and Gina irritates me quite a bit. But that was some BS. That was straight up BS. Why are you sitting at this table acting as if you parted the Red Sea? You gave this woman a phone number. She called the guy. The guy was paid and handled the issue. That is his job. She could have called any lawyer and they probably would have done the exact same thing. This is not the type of friend that I want. If you do something good for me, I don't want you holding that shit over my head every chance you get. You don't have to keep bringing it up. Jen is at the table. She's getting upset. And I agree with her when she says, you know, this is not the time or the place. You don't need to sit at this table and talk about this woman's arrest, talk about her children, talk about how you saved her kids from going to CPS. This is ridiculous. This is why they didn't want to come to your taco party. You're sitting here talking all this crap about Heather, talking about Gina, and your real problem is sitting right across the table from you. Tamra. She is talking mad crap about you and John in all of her confessionals. She's talking about you and John to all the women. She's sharing all of your business, but somehow Heather is the bad guy. So Gina comes over to see Jen, and she sees the tiny cats on the counter, which even though they're real cute, they can't be on my countertop. No, ma'am. Isn't there some cute little cat basket you can put them in? You know, maybe put a blanket across your lap and sit down on the couch or on the floor and feed them. But not on my countertops. Anyway, Gina sees the cats and she said, do they have a disease or something? Really, girl? You don't see these tiny baby cats with little baby bottles? Get the hell on. Gina explains why she didn't come to the event, and Jen tells her, hey, Shannon was talking about your DUI. She was talking about how she saved the day, got you an attorney, and, you know, kept your kids from going to CPS. Look, Team Gina. Gina says Shannon really needs to shut the hell up. And she said all she did was give her a phone number, and she keeps throwing it up in this woman's face. And she says that she's pretty much going to confront, you know, Shannon about this. She's not going to let her get away with this crap. And I thought to myself, here Jen is coming to your defense when you used her for your storyline all season and you dogged the hell out of her at the first part of this season. And now here she is being nice to you. Emily and Shannon meet up for lunch. Shannon asked this waitress about what she had that was good and low fat. And then she goes on to order a cheeseburger and some other stuff. And I said, why did you even ask? Why did you even ask? Just order what you want. Emily apologizes for how she behaved on the FaceTime, which I don't think that Emily owed Shannon an apology at all. You don't owe her an apology. You were absolutely right. Emily gets to crying. She tells Shannon that they were only having conversations about her and John Jansen because of their concern for her. Listen, I don't believe that. Because if they were truly concerned about Shannon, they would have had the conversation with Shannon, or they would have had the conversation as a group about Shannon and John off camera, and then went and talked to Shannon as a group together off camera. Having these conversations on camera behind this woman's back does not say that we are concerned. What you're concerned about to me is holding on to your orange and getting your check. That's what the concern says to me. However, Emily starts crying. She cares about Shannon. She loves Shannon. She wants their relationship to be okay. And she refuses to talk about Shannon and John Jansen anymore because she doesn't want to upset their friendship. Shannon again tries to throw this all back on Heather. My thing is this: as Shannon is watching this season, I hope she is realizing who her real friends are and who her real friends aren't. And I cannot wait to see the reunion, because she really does owe Heather Dubrow an apology. And I can't wait to see what happens at this reunion. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.